Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com, finally bringing you a shipment video. It's been a while. We had some issues with the computer, as I've talked about in other videos, and it's just been a crazy couple of weeks. So, sorry about that. We did get fish in last week. I was not able to do a shipment video though because of the computer problems, but I've got that solved now, and so we can finally go through here and show you what we got. We've put a lot of assorted imbunas up here in these tanks just to get something in these tanks because we've been having a lot of problems with those tanks. But, you know, it is what it is. So, got the Chalumba zebras up here, and one of them is gotten a little beat up. So, you know, we're offering a special deal on that one. Joking. White top afras. And I'm going to be fighting the glare, just like I always do. Kenyai, we've got, looks like 2 males and 3 females in there, if anybody wants to become a Kenyai breeder. Blueberries, adorable. These are one of the coolest looking imbunas when they get big. I absolutely love them. And the PS Longwar, I'm still not 100% sure if I'm saying the name right. We've sold quite a few of these. We started off with 24 of them, and that's how many we have left. So they've been selling real good, and with good reason. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. Bumblebees, they're getting really big because nobody's buying them. I don't know what the deal is. And we've got a couple of rows here that we're having problems with the lights, so I apologize about that. But white top afras, another tank of white top afras, and Socolify. And you see the reflection in there of all of those little white fish. That would be all of these snow whites and red zebras. That is a really cool looking combination in a tank, red zebras and snow whites. Very cute. More tanks with no light. OB zebras. They still look good even without lights. And the Clown Labs. Lisa's been getting these on almost every single shipment because they sell like crazy. So, but they're hiding, and I can't move the sponge filter because it's broken. It seems like everything's broken here. Yellowfin Mabambas, we've got a whole bunch of those recently. That's what you can expect out of the males. Hello. And the perfect, look at that, the perfect breeding group of Johannes. 5 females and a male. 6 females. Hello, there's one hiding from us, and she's holding right now. So there is your proven breeding group of Johannes. The black males, really cool looking male, and the orange females. Very nice. The Petrotilapia Nakata Orange. Absolutely love them. I love them in the green tank. They look really, really sharp. And then, of course, we're struggling with lights again over here, but we have the jewel spots. These are not the Madagascar jewel cichlids, folks. The red, they're not those. Took a couple of fish out of this tank in here today, so I'm not 100% sure what all we have in here, but we've got the Chipoke. We've got a big male and a couple of big female Chipoke in there, some Exasperatus. Red Exasperatus with some overflow snow whites in here. And this is the Brichardi tank. You all know, you remember our Brichardi. We got them in there. They were practically fried. Now they're really, really nice looking. Who said we don't have Tanganyikans? Alright, so we've only got a couple, I admit. Albino Trewavasi. If you don't feel like saying complicated names, just call them albino trays. That's what I call them. Fuller Bornei. Really unique looking imbuna. Love them. And if the camera would focus, you would see what I'm talking about. They got kind of a unique shape to them. I really like them. The OB Makonde. Really, really sharp. Only a few of the OBs left, and then the rest of them are the blue ones. Those are not cobalt blue zebras, folks. They're the Makondes. Green Afras. I absolutely love this fish, and I really wish that we could get them in a spot where we could show them off a little better, because they would sell in a heartbeat if we could show them. Manda blue dolphins. We haven't had these in a while. Finally got them back in. I don't know if I had these on the last shipment video or not, but there they are. They're about 2 inches, unsexed. Red top orange Trewavasis. We sell a ton of these. It's ridiculous how many we sell. Very nice. A lot of them have been getting ordered off the website. Been sending them all over the place, along with the yellow maras, the Afro yellow maras. Very sharp. All right, moving along. I've only got a couple of rusties left in here. A huge seller for us. The albino cobalt platinums. Love these guys. We've had them in there for a while. They were really small when we got them. They're growing really nice, and they'll probably start selling a little better now that they're getting a little bigger. Demasoni. And yes, it's pronounced Demasoni. Looking really sweet. They're not hiding like they usually do, which is really nice. Albino Aratus. Red top cobalts. I think we've only got a few of these left in here. Love red top cobalts. Red top hongies. That's a big seller. And it's easy to see why. And some Lion's Cove. These do look a lot like the Afro Yellow Mara, except the Lion's Cove have more of the white dorsal fin. But I don't care who you are. That's a beautiful fish right there. I'm not sure how the shipment videos on my phone experiment is working out, because the focus is really starting to trouble me. But maybe we'll bring the old camera back over here next time and do the shipment video with that. The zebra red top Galilea, and they're kind of hiding down here in this bottom tank, which is probably why we still have them, because they're really gorgeous. There's a lot of people that will tell you they're the prettiest Mbuna out there, and you know, there you go. But how about some Dragon Bloods? Just while I'm down here, I'll show you. Got a tank full of Dragon Bloods, and there's one Fireline Melodo in there. Albino zebras, and looky there, a Brichardi. And you know how he got in there? He jumped right over from that tank right there. Jumped over in. Just noticed that. It's rather embarrassing. P.S. Dactari. I might be saying it wrong, but I'm 40 years old. I used to play Atari, so when I see that, I say Dactari. You know, whatever. The Sunburst elongatus, I wish that there was some light on this tank. Like I said, we're having some light troubles, but what's new? We always have light troubles. Got some big jumbo OB males. Good grief, look at them. Really, really nice. We had a fish in here that we had to take out because he was just a complete menace, and he stressed a lot of these fish out. Like that one there. Don't worry, if you order an OB, I'm not going to send you that one. Don't worry. It'd be hard to make a living if I sent out sick fish to people. How about some red top Lawandas? I had to think there for a second, because I was like, hey, wait a minute. That's not the usual tank that red top Lawandas are in. But they are Lawandas. We had some issues with the last tank that the Lawandas were in, so we had to move them. We've got some unsexed blue orchids here, and I'm going to show you the big tank where we have the big blue orchids from the last shipment video. Those all sold out. I'm not kidding you, folks. They sold out in like 24 hours. All of those blue orchids. In fact, there was a customer that ordered one overnight, the night that I put that video out, and he was asking for the one that was in the video, that I showcased in the video, and unfortunately he got sold the day of me doing the shipment video. In the amount of time that I was recording the video and then uploading it to YouTube, somebody came in and bought it. And so, you know, but I'm going to tell you this. As soon as he came out of the tank, another one popped, just like him. And I'll show them to you in a second. These are unsexed Ethylwanes here. Northern Alanacara, Chitandi, however you want to say it. Lots of different names for that fish. Aristo Yellow Blaze, lithobates, you can call them whatever you want to call them, whatever makes you happy, but I can tell you this, that fish right there would make you happy if you had him in your tank. He is a looker. We've got one lonesome male Taiwan Reef up here. He's gorgeous, he's about 6 inches. He's by himself, he wants to be in your tank. Cape Maclear Jakes. They were sick, and so they're actually not on the website right now. We're nursing them back to health. You can see they look a little skinny. They were not doing so well for a while, and but we got them back. They're okay now. Albino peacocks. Now sometimes we will have albino this, albino that with those. They're just albino peacocks. That's what the farm sold them to us as, albino peacocks. So there you go. They're gorgeous. They're all males. And they're not outrageously expensive, so get on there and get them. These are the Verundii, I don't know how you say it, blue-faced lundos is what I call them. Really, really cool looking fish. Like that guy right there. Yep. Very nice. They're on the website. They're waiting for you. The Salusi, I say Salusi, I don't know how to say it. I've heard so many people say it differently. But if you want to make it easy, you just call them the green-faced peacock. That's what their common name is, so it's the easiest way to do it. Ovatus, this is a hap, folks. This is not one that you'll find everywhere. They're pretty difficult to find. Very, very cool. Unsexed, they're pretty small. We've got some unsexed Regal Blues up there, not a whole lot to see. We've got some trouts! Woohoo! And we still have the two Virginalis Yellow Blaze, but they are sold. Carlos Melgoza, I hope I'm saying his name right. I really don't want to botch that. He ordered those a couple of weeks ago. We've been holding on to them for him, and we're actually sending them out on Monday, so sorry about that. The orange collar peacocks, again in a tank that has no light. Sorry, you know, I'm doing my best here. Regal Blues up there in the dirty tank. Regal Blue males, females. We got your breeding colony. They're waiting for you. They're ready to breed for you. Fusco males. These guys are 3.5 inches or so. And here is your weekly update, or your shipmently update. That's a new word. I just made that up. On our Yellow Blaze fry. Yep. They're active. They're swimming around. They're having a good old time. See, there's not really anything down there worth showing. We got a big batch of German Reds this time. Plenty, plenty, plenty of German Reds for you. So if you want to breed them, or if you just want a male, we got them. They're here. They're waiting for you. We've got James Largo's albino strawberry breeders. He's getting his tank ready. But that's his guy right there. That's James Largo's fish. So be watching for a video of him in James Largo's tanks down the road. If I can ever get him to take him out of this tank. Anyway, we've got an absolute abundance of sunshine peacocks, folks. So do us a favor, and why don't you go ahead and order 4 or 5 of them, please. You know, we got a lot of them. We need to dwindle down the inventory here. And here we are. More of the big blue orchids. It's pretty easy to tell who the dominant male is in the tank, and even though there's not a lot of light in this tank, it doesn't really matter because he stands out from a mile away. But you can see that's the dominant male. That would be the subdominant male, and then there's another one back there. They're still showing really, really good color. So if you want that guy and you actually haven't ordered him fast enough, you might get one of these guys, and it's okay because they're still absolutely gorgeous. You got nothing to worry about there. You get a blue orchid male. If he takes any type of dominance in your tank at all, it's going to be a gorgeous fish. So nothing to worry about. Hey, look at our little obliquitans, zebra obliquitans that we raised. Aren't they adorable? We bred those. They're ours, homebred. They're not for sale yet, but they will be at some point. Albino strawberry unsexed. Very cute. I got one of these in my studio tank at home. And then we have the albino sunshines down there. That's the one I talk about all the time as being the one that was developed by Florida Exotic Fish Sales. They're the first ones to do it. Bravo to them. And how about this? Here's something you don't see all that often. We finally have some 6-stripe frontosas in here. Very happy to get them because they're, you know, you're probably saying, how come they're never on John's website? He never has frontosas. Well, they're hard to get, folks. That's why they're so expensive, because they're difficult to get. They grow really slow, so it's hard to find them in sizes larger than this. And, you know, it just is what it is. So let's buzz through the rest of these pretty quick here, because I don't want to go too long. We've got the Robert Eye Peacocks. That's something new for us we haven't had. I'm going to have to add that to the website. Some small unsexed Livingstone Eye and albino Taiwan Reefs. All these tanks are full, folks. We need to start getting these things out of here. Got a bunch of fry. Lethrinops intermedius. These are the last of our homebred Lethrinops. So they're not going to be around too much longer. Here's our guy that I showed in the last shipment video that jumped out of the tank. He's fine. He's back for sale again. He's good to go. Ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Red Empress male, smaller. Some Regal Red Shoulders. Males, good size, about 3 inches. Not huge, but a good size. And of course, they're not showing all that well in the light, but some unsexed, homebred sulfur heads. That's another fish, very hard to find. Grab it while you can. Some Eureka Red Jakes. We got those listed as males and females. Some red peacocks now. Not German reds, not Reuben reds. These are the red peacock. It's another fish that was developed by Florida Exotic Fish Sales. It's their fish. So they call it the red peacock. That's what they decided to call it. Red cap Lethrinops. Some little Johannes. They're ours. They're homebred. They're growing up. They're not for sale yet. And some Indiways. Remember we had the big ones? Yeah, they are all sold. So sorry, you lost your chance to get those. Red Empresses, larger males. They're 40 bucks, folks. I mean, that's not outrageous. Come on now. One very lonely, smaller Venustus. He's so lonely. Help him with that, won't you? Just order him up. Take him home. Some smaller Angara Flametails unsexed. They're smaller. We might be able to pull some males out of there for you. I mean, I can't make any promises, but we can do our best. Some homebred Sunshine Yellow Bengas. I told you we got an abundance of them, didn't I? And then, last but not least, we're going to talk about the unsexed red top Lawandas. And just like in the last video, they're bouncing around all over the place. They get skittish when I put the camera up there, so, you know, it is what it is. So that's it, folks. We got tons of stuff in here. We're doing 10% off on the website. You don't have to add any promo codes. You don't have to do anything. Just go on there. You automatically get 10% off of your order. So don't wait around. Get over to KGTropicals.com. Order up some of these fish. We've got spots available to send them out on Monday. You'll get them on Tuesday. So why not just do it? Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next shipment.